So good morning students. In the meanwhile, we have enjoyed a short vacation in the name of Raja Sankranti. So we are off for almost 3 to 4 days. So in the last class we discussed regarding mole concept. That was the final class, as I told you. Aau padhibani tum khali nije you try to solve some more numericals based on mole concept. Jete clarity asibo, it will be better for you. Okay. Then first let us solve the assignment given to you in the last class. Last class जो assignment उड़ा देखी first solve करिवा. Then we'll proceed to a new person. That is percentage composition. Percentage composition. A new person which we'll be discussing today. Okay. Then coming to the question 1. Arrange the following in the increasing order of volume occupied by them at STP. So in the meanwhile, some of you have told me that in our books it is given as NTP. So once again I am clarifying, NTP and STP are different things. In NTP the temperature is around 20 degrees Celsius, that is 293 Kelvin. The pressure is something different. STP the temperature is taken as 273 Kelvin, that means 0 degrees Celsius, and the pressure is something different. Okay, so it is supposed that there should be occupying different volumes, but in your books, as I told you in the last class also, in your books, in some books it is given as STP, in some books it is given as NTP. So if you are following a particular group, if the question is given as NTP, you take this amount, that is molar volume is 22.4 liters. So in plus 2, do not be confused regarding STP and NTP, because in different books, in some books it is molar volume is given as 22.4 liter at NTP, in some other books it is given as 22.4 liter at STP. So don't get confused. Whenever the question is given, whether NTP or STP, for the time being you take it the molar volume as 22.4 liters. Okay. So there is a clarification. Some of the boys asked me some questions regarding this. So for the time being we continue with STP, but in your books if the question will be given in NTP, does not matter. You also try to solve it in the molar volume method, that is 22.4 liter. Okay. So coming to the question 1, we have to arrange the following in the increasing order of volume occupied by them at standard temperature and pressure. Okay. So 3.2 gram of oxygen, 88 gram of carbon dioxide, 64 gram of sulfur dioxide, and 48 gram of methane. So all of them are gases, and gases occupy a fixed volume. 1 mole of any gas occupy a definite volume at standard temperature and pressure. What is that volume? Now their volume is called molar volume, which I was just talking about. That is 22.4 liters. So 1 mole of every gas at same condition of temperature and pressure occupy same volume. That means at standard temperature and pressure they occupy molar volume, that is 22.4 liters. Okay. So how to solve this? Now, in each case we find out the number of moles, multiply the number of moles into molar volume. We will get the volume occupied by them at STP. So 3.2 gram of oxygen. Okay. Oxygen, what is molar mass? Now oxygen is 16. There are 2 oxygen atoms, that is 32 gram. So what is the molar mass of oxygen? 32 gram. So number of moles kete paribo? Number of moles of oxygen. How to find out? The given mass is 3.2 gram. So given mass is 3.2 gram divided by molar mass, that is 32 gram, into molar volume. So first we are calculating number of moles. Okay. So what is the number of moles? Now 0.1. Then 1 mole of every substance occupies 22.4 liter volume. So 0.1 moles. So volume occupied at STP will be number of moles, that is 0.1 into molar volume, that is 22.4 liter. So it will be 2.24 liter. So I have already told you what is the method how to find out the volume occupied by any given mass of gas at STP. So this is A. Then B, 88 gram of carbon dioxide. So first bit is always to find out the molar mass. Carbon is 12, it is 2 into 16. So 44 is the molecular mass. So what will be the molar mass? Now 44 gram per mole. So volume occupied, the number of moles into molar volume. So given mass is 88 gram. 88 gram divided by molar mass, that is 44 gram into molar volume, that is 22.4 liter. So 88 44, that means it will be 2. So it will be 44.8 liter. So this is the volume occupied by 88 gram of carbon dioxide at STP. Then we have to see SO2, sulfur dioxide is a gas. First we will find out the molar mass. Sulfur is 32 plus 2 into 16 for oxygen. 32 plus 32, 64. So what will be the molar mass? 64 gram. Okay. So volume occupied kete hobo? What will be volume occupied? The given mass is 64 gram divided by molar mass, again 64 gram into molar volume 22.4 liter. It will make 64 will cancel out, it will be 22.4 liter. Okay. Then D is methane, CH4. First we find out the molar mass. Carbon is 12, 4 hydrogen into 1, that is 4, 16. So what is the molar mass? 16 gram. Then volume occupied. Now given mass is 48 gram. 48 gram divided by molar mass, that is 16 gram into molar volume, that is 22.4 liter. So 16 into 3 is 48. So it will be 3 into 22.4. That will be 67.2 liter. Okay. So this is how you can find out all the volumes occupied by these gases at standard temperature and pressure. So first one occupied by oxygen is 2.24 liter. Occupied by carbon dioxide is 44.8. So this is by oxygen, this is by carbon dioxide, then this is by who? Sulfur dioxide, and this is by finally methane. So I have told you to arrange them in the increasing order of volume occupied. So increasing order means we have to start with the lowest one. Where is the lowest one? This one. So the order will be who occupies the lowest volume? Now oxygen occupies the lowest volume, 2.24 liter. Then comes sulfur dioxide. Sulfur dioxide is 22.4 liter. Then comes carbon dioxide, which is 44.8 liter. So less than carbon dioxide. Then finally it is methane. So this will be the correct answer. This is the increasing order in which they occupy volume at STP. So you have to conclude like this, and nobody of you have concluded, but thankfully many of you have solved these numericals. But final step, you have to arrange them in the increasing order of the volume occupied by them at standard temperature and pressure. So you have to write like this. You have to start from the lowest one, then go for the highest one. Okay. Then we will be moving to question number 2. So students, next we will come to question number 2. Question number 2. What should be the mass of carbon monoxide? CO is carbon monoxide, which contains same number of molecules as present in 36 gram water. So again, this question contains 2 bits, and we have to solve it from the reverse one. First, we have to find out the number of molecules present in 36 gram of water, because when carbon monoxide contains same number of molecules, what will be the mass of it? Okay. So we will start from this one. Water. Water molar mass is 2 plus 16, that means 18 gram is the molar mass, 18 gram per mole. Okay. So number of moles of water, number of molecules present in 36 gram water will be kete na number of moles, number of how to find out number of moles na given mass kete 36 gram divided by molar mass, that is 18 gram, and 1 mole of every substance contains how many molecules? Na Avogadro number of molecules. So into Avogadro number of molecules, that is Na. You can write Na for the Avogadro number, or you can write the number directly. What is Avogadro number? Na 6.023 into 10 to the power 23. No need of writing in details because we can solve it in indirect method also. So how many molecules it will contain? 18 2 is 36. So it will contain 2 into Avogadro number molecules. So molecules present in 36 gram of water is 2 into Avogadro number, or you can write 2 into 6.023 into 10 to the power 23. That will be 12.046 into 10 to the power 23. Okay, now coming up to when carbon monoxide will contain this much molecules, then what will be the mass? So you know 1 mole of carbon monoxide. Carbon monoxide, first we find out the molar mass. Carbon is 12, oxygen is 16. So molar mass will be 28 gram. Okay, that means what is 1 mole of carbon monoxide? The 28 gram. In 1 mole, how many molecules will be present? The Na molecules. Okay, so 28 gram means 1 mole, it contains Na molecules. So Na, that is Avogadro number of molecules of carbon monoxide weighs how many grams? Na 28 gram. Okay, 1 mole. So 1 molecule of carbon monoxide will weigh how many gram? Not 28 by Avogadro number Na gram. Okay. How many molecules are found? Not 2 Na. So 2 into Na Avogadro number molecules of carbon monoxide will weigh kete hobo 28 by Na Avogadro number into 2 Na gram. So Na cancels out, it becomes 28 into 2 gram, that is 56 gram. So this is the answer. So this is the answer, 56 gram. So most of you have been confused in this question and you have find out the volume occupied by it. Okay, but stick to the question and try to solve more and more numericals. I told you mole concept ru jete parucho numerical solve karo, and jete numerical solve karibo you will be confident, your confidence asibo. Basic concepts to bujhai deli. So there are already 4 periods of mole concept, and we should not expect that it will be lengthened further. How basi lamba karibani. So with this we conclude the mole concept portion. Now it is up to you to solve more and more numericals. Then as I told you, we will start a new portion, that is percentage composition of the compounds. Percentage composition of the compounds. Okay. First let us know what is percentage composition. Percentage composition of the compounds. It is very essential to have the knowledge of mole concept. It is also very essential. Okay. So next we will be discussing percentage composition of compounds. Okay. So first let us know what is the definition. It is defined as the number of parts लिखवा it is defined as the number of parts by mass of each element present for 100 parts by mass of the compound. So this is the definition part. It is defined as the number of parts by mass of each element present for 100 parts by mass of the compound. You know, every compound contains some more elements and they are present in different proportions, different ratios. Okay. So suppose for example we take the case of calcium carbonate. This is a compound calcium. It is called calcium carbonate. Okay. So you can see clearly that it contains three different elements. One is calcium, one is carbon, another is oxygen. So it contains three different elements, that is calcium, carbon and oxygen. So as per definition, what is percentage composition? Now we have to find out percentage of each element present in this one. This is a compound. So we have to find out percentage of calcium, percentage of carbon and percentage of oxygen. So a compound contains various elements. So in this portion what we do? Now we find out the percentage of each element present for 100 parts by mass of the compound. So it contains three different elements. So what is done? Now in the first part we find out the molecular mass. So step 1, so follow the steps. Always step 1 is to find out the molecular mass. Calcium you know is 40, carbon is 12 and there are 3 oxygen atoms, so 3 into 16. 48 plus 12, 16 plus 40, 100. So the molecular mass is 100. Okay. Then what is the formula? Percentage of an element will be mass of the element divided by molecular mass into 100. Why 100? Now percent, cent means 100. So whenever we find out percentage, we have to multiply it with 100. So this is the formula. Percentage of any element we can find out by using this formula. जे कौन से element percentage हम केंद्र बाहर करना ना सही compound से element का mass कितने अच्छी we can easily calculate. Okay. Then divided by molecular mass into 100. So students, as I told you, so how to find out the percentage of an element? Now mass of the element divided by molecular mass into 100. So suppose you want to find out the percentage composition of calcium carbonate. I have clearly told you it contains three different elements. It is in the different elements of the calcium, carbon and oxygen. So we know what is the mass of every element present here. So first step is always to find out the molecular mass. So we will find out the percentage composition of calcium carbonate. Step 1, percentage of calcium. This is the first element present. So how to find out? Now mass of the element. What is the mass of the element? Calcium is 40 here. So mass is 40 divided by molecular mass of calcium carbonate is 100 into 100. This is the formula. Okay. That means it is 40%. So calcium percentage is 40%. Then percentage of carbon. That is the second element. Next, percentage of carbon. Carbon, it is present in 12 parts. So what is the mass of carbon here? Now 12 divided by molecular mass, that is 100 into 100. So because the molecular mass of calcium carbonate is 100, it is being easier for you. So what is the percentage here? The carbon percentage is 12%. Okay, then percentage of last element, that is oxygen. Percentage of oxygen. So what is the mass of oxygen here? Now 3 atoms are there, so total mass is 48. So 48 by molecular mass of calcium carbonate 100 into 100. So 48%. So this is how you find out the percentage composition of a compound. Okay. So you can cross check your answer whether they are correct or not. Kemti na always the total percentage will be 100. So कौन करिवो ना जहाँ percentage calculate करथिवो सोडा मिसई दबो. You add it up. What will be the summation? Now it has to be always 100%. So by doing so you can cross check your answer. ठीक अछि कि नहीं? केमति चेक करिवो ना जो percentage जो calculate करलो ता percentage को मिसई दे जिवो. You have to add it up. Then what will be the sum? The sum will always be 100. So मिसई केते हबो 100. So it should be 100% always. So like this you can find out the percentage composition. Okay. Then we will try another one. This is easier because the molecular mass of calcium carbonate is 100 and it is easy to calculate. Okay. So next students, as I told you, we will be solving some numericals based on percentage composition. So this is the question one for you. Calculate the percentage composition of sodium sulfate. So the question will be given like this. So I told you what is step 1. Now you have to calculate the molecular mass of the given compound. So what is the compound given here? Now sodium sulfate. Sodium sulfate is formula is Na2SO4. This is sodium sulfate. Okay. So step 1, you have to start from molecular mass. So sodium Na2SO4. Molecular mass 2 into sodium is 23 plus sulfur 1 into 32. So 32 plus 4 into oxygen 16. So 64 plus 32 96 plus 46. So 142. Molecular mass is 142. So this is the step 1. Then it contains 3 different elements clearly: sodium, sulfur and oxygen. So we have to find out the percentage of each of these 3. So start with percentage of sodium. What is the formula? Na mass of the given element के कितने दे sodium कितने अच्छी 2 into 23. So what is the mass here? Now 46. So 46 divided by molecular mass, that is 142 into 100. Solve करिवो. So it will be around your 32.39. 32.39. Okay. Then percentage of sulfur. Sulfur mass here is 32. So what is the percentage? Now given mass 32 by molecular mass 142 into 100. So it will be your 22.54. 22.54. You can easily solve these things. 22.54. Then percentage of what? Na oxygen. Percentage of oxygen. Oxygen mass is 64. 64 divided by 142 into 100. केते हबो जस्ट डबल ला हिजो 44 45.08. So it will be 45.08. Okay. So this is the answer. Then I told you a method to cross check it. So this is the answer. Do not go beyond it. जो मतलब check करियो कौन रफ रे check कर दो. कौन कही दिली ना you have to sum it up. You have to add the percentage of each element found out. मिसे दबो केता हो देखो 9 plus 13 and 8 1 10 1 100.01. That means almost 100. It is correct. Okay. So you have to cross check, not in the answer, not in the solution, in the rough page. Rough page में निजे तुम्हें cross check करियो whether you are correct or not. काहे कि always the sum of the percentage composition will be 100. Okay. So next we will be solving one more numerical. So next students we will be going to question number 2. Calculate the percentage composition of magnesium sulfate MgSO4. So let us find out the answer. Step 1, you have to find out the molecular mass. So molecular mass of magnesium sulfate, magnesium you know is 24 plus sulfur is 32 plus 4 oxygen atoms, so 4 into 16, so 32 plus 64, 96 plus 120. So the molecular mass of magnesium sulfate is 120. So how many elements are present here? 3, magnesium, sulfur and oxygen. So we have to find out their percentage. So first is percentage of magnesium. Formula, same formula. Mass of the element कितना है magnesium is 24. 24 by molecular mass 100. 20 into 100. Okay. So it would be कितना है 6 4 20%. So it will be 20%. Then percentage of what? Next comes sulfur. Percentage of sulfur. Given mass कितने? 32. 32 by molecular mass that is 100. 20 into 100. Okay. So let us see what happens. Finally we will count it. Then percentage of oxygen. Percentage of oxygen. Oxygen is 4 into 16, that is 64. So 64 by 120. 64 by 120 is the molecular mass into 100. Okay. Means it is 26.66. So it will be 26.66. It will be 50 double to 52, 53.32. Like that. Okay. So this is the answer. Then I told you how to cross check it. Now add it up. You see that it will be exactly 100%. That means your answer is correct. Okay. So this is how you find out the percentage composition of different compounds. Okay. So hope you have understood these things. Simple formula. Always stick to the steps. Step 1, you find out the molecular mass. Then you can easily find out the percentage composition of each constituent element. Okay. So next I will be giving you some assignments. You solve it and send it to me. Okay. Students, as I told you in the last part, I will be giving you some assignments and these are the assignments for you. So simple. Calculate the percentage composition of these three. What can I do? Acetic acid, ammonium chloride, and ferrous sulfate. You have learned how to write down the formula, so no problem. So write down the formula and go by the steps. Jaja steps hoichi. Correct formula lekhibo. You write the proper formula, correct formula. Then find out the molecular mass. And I have already told you how to find out the percentage composition. You have to find out the percentage of each element present in these compounds. Okay. and in the answers do not cross check it. You cross check your correctness in the rough page. Okay, so in the answers there will be no cross checking as I did here, but you can check your answer whether it is correct or not in the rough page itself. Okay, so this is for today. Hope you have understood these parts. So in the next class we will discussing a new portion, that is empirical formula. So this is for today. Thank you.